Welcome back to the Backside Poddy. This week's episode, we chat through the Giro, and the boys give Kurt's bike a bit of a birthday with some love from Dynamic Bike Care.
2 gin and tonics, 2 vodkas, and a scotch.
Yes?
500 watts, please.
This episode has been brought to you by our partners over at Bikebug, your one-stop ultimate online bike shop. Let's introduce you to the Backsiders. Shawnee.
G'day.
Kurt.
Morning.
Johnny.
Howdy doody.
Freebs.
Present.
And you got Jim Bob on the mic.
Full crew.
This is the first time I've had a full house.
I reckon. How good. I'm excited.
Royal flush with Johnny here.
Mate,
Johnny's looking the part too, hey?
he's looking fresh.
Oh yes. Well, I've gone all out now. So for the listeners at home, I'm wearing potentially a 12-year-old shirt from that one time I took my wife on a holiday around Europe, and I was like, oh, darling, why don't we go to Italy? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, I found this beautiful mountain town that we can go to. She's like, this is fantastic. So we went up to Sestola, and it was the first time the Giro was finishing up there, and we made her stand around for 12 hours to watch the stage finish.
I love it.
Did you have any like wine or cheese, or did you go full Italian
All
for
of
the
it.
experience? You had
All of it. Absolutely all of it. It was a really fun time as well. Well, I was having a fun time. And then they had Rai TV was roaming around because we were right at the finish line, and they started interviewing people, and I'm like, oh, well, they're definitely going to come and talk to me. I feel like I'm the oracle on cycling. They started coming towards us, and it was clear they were making a beeline for it. I'm like, yes, hey, babe, we're going to get on TV. So anyway, they come up, and they go straight to Jackie because she's like the only blonde woman there. And they start out, and then she find out she's Australian. Cadell Evans was in the pink jersey. So she gets on TV, and I'm just like this spanner sitting to the side of her. But I got this shirt.
not the main event, mate. Forever the bridesmaid.
Forever the bridesmaid.
That's okay.
Shawnee, how was your week this week, man?
Mate, it's been pretty chill. Just getting excited for the Giro, as we all are.
It's coming.
Yeah. Bloody
Snuck
excited.
that event out of nowhere.
It has, hasn't it? It's going to be a good little race, this one. So I'm keen to just get buckled in for it. So my week's been pretty uneventful otherwise.
Mate, you were looking good this morning going up Cooter.
Mate, first time I've done intervals since peaks. They freaking hurt.
Little bit of Cooter action.
Bit of Cooter action. It's
Front or back?
I did backside, just 5-minute efforts. I tell you what, it was. It's tough getting up in the dark at the moment. Hey,
It's no good.
I definitely crawl down the hill when it's dark, man, because there's shit all over the road.
Yeah.
There's people everywhere, and there's cars coming the other way.
yeah,
It's a little dodgy.
and the headlights shining at you coming up the other way.
Like, what time are you there?
Oh, mate, what time were we there?
Not
5
all of
o'clock?
us can get a helicopter to and from work.
A rocket ship, mate. That is for you.
5 o'clock, I reckon we were there.
No, it was about 5:30.
Yeah, it was.
I was at least
It
5:30.
was still pitch black.
That's
though.
early.
Still pitch black, mate.
Oh well.
I just
Kurto.
hate the lights because it just makes my beautiful bike so unaerodynamic and ugly. It's
Yeah.
just a big, massive torch sitting out the front.
Oh, you just need the GoPro mount underneath.
Nah, still on aero.
It's very unaero. Even like at a race, when I've take the light off, I'm like considering, will I unscrew the thing as well? For that 0.1 of a watt saving that I might get.
And the weight saving too. That's 3 grams.
At least 3 grams
Of
plus the
drag.
screws.
We've all lost our minds over here.
Oh, we have.
Johnny's here.
What have you been up to, Kurt?
Mate, not much. Just a bit of running actually. I've been good. I put one really good week together.
Mate, I was impressed. How many Ks you do?
52.
Jesus.
Oh,
Nah, mate,
that's
You
impressive.
saw?
nah, not really to be honest.
Mate, you were looking good this morning. You look like you were cruising along, just bouncing.
Yeah.
Calves are obviously
Yeah.
in good shape.
Legs are alright at the moment. I'm actually surprised with where my fitness is at. Potentially going off one solid week of training across 3 months.
Let's
maybe.
make some big calls. Hey, what are you thinking for your Mara?
Well, Mara's ages away. I've got a half. in a
well, you're
couple of
half.
weeks.
3
Give it-
hours.
Give us some outlandish times.
1.5.
mate. Come on.
Well, my PB's 125.50.
1:15. Come on, mate. You can do it.
Oh, you clearly don't know running.
Mate, are you selling the dream?
Oh, yeah, have a go.
Yeah, have a go, you mug.
I'll be lucky if I go under 1:30 at the moment, I reckon.
Yeah, but how long have you got till GC?
3 weeks.
Yeah, you'll be right.
I've got 3 weeks with the surgery on Friday.
Oh, that's going to hold you back.
It's going to hold me back for a few days.
Still though, sub 90 minutes for a half mara is
It's moving.
hauling.
What's that? 4:15s?
4:15s is
Yep.
sub 90, but yeah, it's no happy doing the bloody sub 80 minutes. Oh yeah,
Cam Worth, is it?
sub 80. Mate, Happy was running for like 15 weeks and did sub 80 at GC. I think he might have even done like 78 minutes or something like that. 1 hour 15 maybe even. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
The man's an athlete.
he's
doable.
He's next level. But
Jimmy was better than Michael anyway.
the king of Ipswich, the mayor of Ipswich, as Rick Baker used to call him.
Yeah.
But for Sydney Mara, the plan is a 2:55.
Oh,
Geez, you're cutting that fine, mate. I reckon aim for 250 and then you got some
fat.
fat there.
Nah,
Just train harder, brother.
yeah, obviously got to train harder. There is some things I've got to do a few things, and that's rein it in on nights out.
Oh,
Correct.
Good to hear.
So
You heard it here first.
My boys growing up.
You
Wow.
told me you were going to have a sober weekend, and you blew that out.
it was good until
11,
Sunday.
11:25, my phone starts buzzing. PM.
So yeah,
Old Pop's getting some Zeds over there.
Mate, I was well and truly, and I was about to wake up.
Like something's happened. Someone's died.
so it'll be until half mara. I won't be touching anything.
Oh, you say that, mate.
No, I'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, nothing
Proof in the pudding.
Nothing from me, mate. Just training, and the bike is getting ridden tomorrow as well. So it's a great day.
Jeez, you've
Comeback
you've
is
really
on.
turned the corner, mate, haven't you?
I know.
He's just excited. Dynamics sorted him out.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
Yeah. Johnny, welcome back, mate.
Oh, lovely to be back.
It's
I think
a pleasure
I've been
to have you.
1 time, 2 times,
This is
3
the third
times the
time.
charm now. Look out.
Yeah, mate.
It's becoming more than regular, isn't it?
I'm excited. I think
Mate,
I feel like I just hang out around underneath Sean's balcony. And I'm like, oh, gee, you lads just recording today. I might come on up.
You're a fan favourite, mate.
How's your week?
I am busily undoing all the good work I did prior to Tour de Brisbane by working too hard and, getting away camping. But the riding's been few and far between. But hopefully, maybe a bit this week and next week, and try and keep going. Now we've got October Worlds to build towards. Hopefully want to do a good job for that. So excited.
That's very motivating, isn't it?
5
There's a
months,
solid
mate.
contingent going down, so
That's
it's super motivating.
Yeah, the Bro Worlds group chat. I mean, even just the name of it is like, it's going to be good.
It's approaching very fast though. Like I can't believe we're already in May.
Yep.
Yep.
It's 5 months, mate.
6 months.
He'll
And-
be here before you know it.
And we've got some extra helpers as well, which is going to be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lambo's parents are coming down. They're going to do all the
They're going to Swanee.
Swanee.
How good.
That's going to be sick.
Yeah, I've already thought up like the first good job, because there's a descent not far from. Well, it's actually a bit to go before the finish line, and it would be good, right, for someone to like shuttle run us up the descent and do it like 2 or 3 times without actually burning out the legs. See?
Hey,
Oh, you're thinking, mate.
They already put
Not
people
if
to
you good
work.
looks, mate, are you?
the
Yeah.
bang bus is the shuttle bus.
Oh,
shuttle buses,
the
yeah.
bang bus is back.
Bring back the back bus.
One of my favourite buses.
You ever been on the Futuro one?
No, thankfully.
It's good times in that one.
Freebs, how was your week, mate?
Mate, I think a bit like everyone's just trying to get back into the swing of things. Just kind of loving the long weekends, but I don't know why we jam them all one after each other. It'd be nice to spread it out a little bit, but managed to sneak 3 long rides in on the weekend, which was some good Zone 2 work. So,
Oh, I saw you went up to Lacey's Creek yesterday,
Yeah.
mate.
yeah, I thought everyone else was
Right.
going up there. I might bloody have a turn myself.
Mate, it's bloody beautiful up there.
It's incredible.
I've never been.
Mate,
Oh, you
put it on
gotta
the
do
list.
it.
Did you have a picnic up there as well?
Yeah, took a little
Little basket.
A little pannier, take out your red and white cloth with a little bit of bread, a little bit of cheese.
Mate, you could definitely have a picnic up there.
Well, there's that many dairies up there, mate. There's some cheese floating
yeah,
around.
mate.
It's bloody,
Yep.
it's a beautiful part of the world. Very
is.
surprised how nice it was.
Yeah, and obviously Lacey's Creek is running straight beside the road there, and you can get some good pictures. Like, I got a good picture the other day.
Yeah,
Jeez,
that's what you.
pumping up your tyres, are you?
Oh, I did get a good picture, mate.
Yeah, I know you did.
So yeah, just the usual stuff, mate. Just back in it, back on the grind.
Jim Bob, what's been happening, mate? Obviously, I saw you this morning. That was beautiful. But
It was fantastic, wasn't it? I saw everyone this morning except for Johnny and Freebs.
That's not everyone.
It's
that's half the crew.
it's 50%.
Usually, I definitely see you guys on a Tuesday morning.
Normally Tuesday morning.
As I'm hopping off the mountain, you guys are waking up and rolling up.
Well, that's what happens when
Yeah.
pension hour comes out.
Senior citizens. Yeah, no. Man, I've really, really been enjoying, like, I had an offie and then been back into, like, early season build, which is, like, just running, riding my bike, bit of gym. Been really enjoying it, man.
And has
you looking
Jim
pumped?
been enjoying it?
That's all I'm doing at the moment. Training for duathlon and then Bros Worlds later in the year.
Bros Wild.
You know what? You're talking about the duathlon the other day to me, and I might
You're excited?
I might sign up. I'm thinking about it.
Worlds?
Yeah, the boys.
No, not Worlds. Just the one.
The locals.
Yeah, the local one. Because I need something to inspire myself to get up each morning, and I think that'll be a good one.
Muzz isn't good enough for you?
No.
No. Fair enough.
See, I spoke about this with Lambo the other day, and it's the perfect block now. You can get 3 blocks in, which gives you a 3-month build, and that you treat it as your base, and then you switch to a 3-month cycling specific build for World GF Slav
Bloody
or
hell.
whatever you're
What are
doing.
you guys talking
You're,
about?
you're going over to WA or something, aren't you?
I'm hesitant about that this year.
Yeah.
Rather do Noosa Crit.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I might even do Noosa Try.
I'm doing Noosa Try.
I'm sure I'll get a team invite. I always seem to get 5 invites a week before. Oh, we've lost a person. Sorry, guys, I'm over in Perth.
Can't help from here.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so that's the week that was, boys. Should we jump straight into the Giro?
Yeah,
That's why we're all here.
that's why we're all here. That's why Johnny's dressed up for us.
I've even got my little casquet on in the beautiful Mayarasa.
I feel like we need like a bottle of red or something sitting around here. Like
Hell.
you
Chianti.
can't talk about the Giro without having a bottle of red.
Chianti.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I got a few bottles behind you, Jim Bob.
It's probably not up to Freebs' standard, though.
Tear it up.
There's a few good bottles.
I'll tell you what, mate, are you back on the beers, are you?
No.
Nah.
It's few and far between.
You're
mate.
getting me excited then. I was like, I'll go home now. Grab one. Press pause.
What's the expectation for the Giro, boys? Like, who's taking out top honours? Jumping
geez.
straight in.
You're jumping straight to it, aren't you?
I'm calling it early. Bora is going to be all in for Roglic.
Oh,
All in. They're
course.
gonna win. They're gonna hold the pink jersey from the first.
nah, not from the first stage.
No, not from first stage. First hilltop stage where it's like a GC contender. You know how he loves it when he's in the lead from the start. He's gonna have it the
Yeah.
whole way from like a stage 3 or a stage 4.
Nah.
He'll take it.
If-
Well, when does it get hilly?
If you did some research,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, so that first stage with that type of finish is probably more likely to suit, if anybody, Wout van Aert.
Yes.
Now, admittedly, he's really struggled
He has.
struggled for someone as stellar as he is. You know, a lot of 4th places and that like kind of embarrassing 2nd place against Nielsen Paris. But still, that type of finish would really be good for him. Also, Mads Pedersen's going to be there. Paul Magnier will be there. So those kind of punch
Pigcock's
airs,
there too.
Mate,
all of these kind of
Yeah.
punch airs are
Do-
likely
do we
to
know-
share.
what is Roglic's best finish? Can we just think about that? Roglic loves an uphill sprint, mate. I know he's not putting out 2,000 watts like these guys, but I'm telling you right now,
He's punchy.
He's a smoker. He loves a
So is Carapazzo.
30, 40-second squirt on these little inclines
Well,
after a hard day.
It's a 3-week race, mate.
I understand
And the
that.
last week's full of mountains. I'm
I'm going to tell you, he'll have the jersey for a long time. He'll be very early on
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the pink and just ride it the whole way.
Yeah. The first couple stages in Albania, I think we'll see someone like the likes of Wout wearing
Yeah,
it
strong.
3rd, 4th stage even, you know?
The first
Because
week
there's a
was-
ITT on the 2nd stage,
Which will go well on.
which Wout will go well in. It's a technical TT, and he's
Usually pretty good.
I think the battle for the pink jersey could possibly be between Wout and Josh Tarling.
Oh, Tarling's.
Yeah, because to be wearing it on the 3rd stage.
Yeah, like that TT that they have coming. Well, they've got two TTs like throughout this year's race, 42 kilometers in total. And yeah, no real big TT specialists except for Tarling. And Tarling has shown, particularly last year, that he was someone to bring a lot of power and just a new style to TT, and that we probably haven't seen since Filippo Ganna
Came on the
showed up.
team, yeah.
Yeah, and like with no Ganna here at the
Can Tarling do a long TT though?
Mate,
I
he
think
can.
he can.
Remember,
He'll be
he-
fine.
Worlds,
He's
he's
European
European,
champion.
being European champion. He can definitely do these distance TTs.
I don't know, boys. I'm still backing Roglic.
What?
Look,
From-
overall, it's Roglic is
Oh,
going to be good, and because
absolutely.
he's coming with the centipede hero Jai Hindley,
Yeah.
I think he'll be putting Roglic's socks on then rather than the centipedes. But Red Bull are coming with a really good team.
I mean business.
Oh,
I
they
think
they got-
UAE have also come with an extraordinarily strong
Right.
team. So not only have
Well,
they Juan Ayuso and Adam Yates, but they have backside fan favorite Javine.
correct.
Like Javine used to hold the KOM on the backside.
Used to.
And it just goes to show you, if you get the calm on the backside,
You could be anything.
you can be anything. You could race a Grand Tour. You could win.
Finn Walsh, watch out.
He would like that.
He would.
If Roglic isn't in pink by stage 7, I deserve a punishment then.
All right.
Oh,
Right.
so can we
Brilliant.
pick it now?
Locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded.
I deserve a punishment. I'm dead set confident. Stage 7's the day he will be in that pink
All right.
jersey.
We're going to find some sort of medieval.
That's the finish. That's the finish right there.
You're going to get paddling.
We're going to get some sort of medieval Italian.
So yeah, that's a spicy course. Yeah.
I think just at the start though, pretty cool. That's going to start in Albania. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool to start.
All a bit unknown for the peloton.
Yeah.
Like
I like it.
no one's really raced there before.
I was about to say, has anyone raced a bike in Albania before? I don't think it's a
cheap holiday destination.
Yeah, I was
nowadays.
about to say, I don't think it's a really-
for the young English people. They love going there.
Yeah, right.
It's definitely a place I want to go.
To be honest, I couldn't even point out Albania on the map.
I don't
serious?
think they're very
Yeah.
affluent, mate. I think it's a pretty poor part of the world. I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it is.
Good Albania mafia though, really good.
Yeah.
Some good docos on them. Really love it. But they've got a cool flag as well for your Geo people playing at home. Red flag with a black emblem in the middle.
Not normally where you'd see bike races. I don't
No.
think anyone's probably ever raced a bike through there. To be fair.
Anyway, I
think-
think it's good to just bring the race to some other parts of the world.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Who's winning white jersey, you reckon?
I reckon Ayuso.
I think Ayuso.
Yep.
He'll clean that
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And the pink one too.
Yeah.
So you reckon Ayuso is your pick for the pink?
Yep.
Are you backing him for the pink?
I am.
Oh mate, the UAE team is so strong.
powerful.
Yeah.
But so is Bora. So like,
I just feel like we said before, Red Bull has come to the front. We've thrown all this money in. We're getting pink jersey no matter what. We're not going home with second place. We're taking first. That is literally what they're there to do. I understand that's what UAE
yeah,
is there.
UAE
but-
have the same mindset.
But look
brother.
at Boris stacking it, because I can tell you right now, with no Pog, no Remco, no Jonas, it is Roglic's tour to lose.
What about Michael Storer after going?
I
through the
like that
Alps
call.
Last,
I think
last week?
podium.
he doesn't have the team behind.
Nah.
Yeah,
Correct.
I don't think Tudor's strong enough. Is he going to win a stage? Absolutely. He was going unreal at Tour of the Alps.
Yeah.
Like
You
he
know, and
smoked it up.
He was incredible.
And
He was
like-
incredible.
Tudor delivered him, but he did a lot of that on his own.
Yeah.
Well, maybe-
Interestingly enough, I heard that Larry Warbass had been talking to him about how he needed to get a little bit more aero, considering he was on the super aero BMC. And then Michael Storer was like, okay, I'll give it a go. And sure enough, on his attacking stage, you could see him like desperately trying to get down into a position. In fact, so much so the UCI actually gave him a warning for a slightly irregular position because he was too close to puppy paws,
Really?
which has now, of course, been banned. Yeah, so it's really, really
Wow.
interesting. So it's nice to see him really, really stepping up and obviously really enjoying the Tudor.
Judo.
But what I want to know from you guys is, who do you think is going to be the Richard Carapaz of this year's Giro? And you can't pick Richard.
I was going to say,
Yeah, I
can't he be
was
himself?
Because so in 2019, Roglic
Roglic
and Nibali basically stared each other down and the unknown Carapaz got away and got a big stage win and ended up with an unassailable lead. And that's one of the great things that often happens at the Giro. Who do you think is the dark horse?
Well, my pick was Michael Storer.
Michael Storer, okay. Freebie.
Yeah.
Mate, I'd like to see Bernal find some form.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I rate that, but I reckon like Simon Yates. Even though he's the leader for Visma,
Come on, Yates boys, do something.
Yates Simon has not had a big result for the last few years, right?
He's struggled.
He's probably not high on people's radar.
Yeah.
He's definitely a threat, no doubt. But I reckon he could do a Carapaz potentially.
Really? Yeah.
Sneak away.
I'm hoping for. I could say. Cardo, you say it because I was going to say it. Yeah, this is
my pick.
It's who I really want to win
Mikel
more than
Landa.
anyone else.
Nah, he's not going to do it.
I don't think he's going to win, but I think he's a little dark horse for sure. He'll be on that podium.
Nah.
Really, he's a really cool guy.
So yours is Lander as well.
I would love to.
He's too old, mate.
This from my heart.
Too
I
old.
would like to see Landa get a podium. Like for so long, the nearly man of every single team that he went to, and maybe this is the year.
Mate,
But,
I tell you what though, the main contenders, they're all old. Hey,
Very.
all over 30 years old, apart from Ayuso.
Apart from Ayuso, yeah.
You know, like it's
Completely different to the Pog show with Jonas on the side.
yeah.
There's I would say maybe not really a podium chance, but a potential top 5. I would and young gun Lorenzo Fortunato, probably Italy's best chance of doing well in the Giro and putting together a strong race.
I'm going to also put this guy out there, Bilbao.
Pello Bilbao, yes, coming with a very strong team from Bahrain Victorious.
Correct.
What about Roman Bardet? His last ever race.
Nah.
Nah, mate. He's just
He's
just
I love
waving
him,
to the
but no
crowd.
chance.
He goes out on a swan song. How good.
He's definitely waving to the crowd as he goes.
Yeah,
man.
100%.
He's parked it.
I can't see him, but if that's who you're backing, I think the two dark horses. Well, they're not dark horses; they're still favourites at the end of the day. But
Aaronsman.
I just
Simon
think
Aaronsman, yeah. is
Bilbao
the only
and
one I have written down.
Landa will be my two. That will be smokies for that podium with Roglic.
And this is what makes the Giro so good. Every single year you come in and there's probably 14 people who can win it. Now, generally, through sickness and crashing in the first 5 or 6 days, it's quite a selective race because it's a bonkers race. It's like the organisers go out of their way to think up the weirdest, dumbest stuff. And I've got a list of the crazy, dumb stuff
Here we go.
they are doing. So obviously first they're bringing in a gravel stage. Now that's in front of a bit. We all see that for, and stage 9 should be pretty entertaining. They've brought in the Red Bull kilometer.
Oh, yeah. So what's the story behind that, Johnny?
It's basically just a fancy intermediate sprint, where Red Bull have tried to put their paws on it. They've brought a special surprise, which is they're going to ride through the Vatican City. But
That's
my
cool.
favorite thing that they've done this year is, and this is so important that we're doing this on the Backside Poddy, we're going to ride up the Recta Contador. So the story behind this is, after he retired, Alberto Contador was over at the Mortirolo, and they were doing some riding, and they were going up this other goat track that's near the top of the Mortirolo. And at the end of it, the camera turns to him and he's like, oh, fuck, this is hard. So the mayor gets it into his head that he's going to get this on. He paves the road, gets it into the Giro, and then literally calls it the Recta Contador. So we're going to see the peloton littering up Contador's backside in the Giro d'Italia. And it's just what I love about this race. It's so mental. They have the road book, which apparently the road book hadn't even arrived for some of the teams. It's all a bit last minute. When I went to Sestola to watch this mountain finish, they literally repaved the road as the race was arriving. Like the trucks were getting out of the way with all the hot
Wow.
mix.
Does that surprise you though? Because when I went to Italy, no train ever left on time.
That's true.
No train ever left or arrived on time.
Mate, like we
It's
went there as
Italy.
well. There's parts of that country that are seriously third world. For it's a first world country. Like I walked around the corner and there was literally people living in a hut with goats in there.
What?
I was like, is this for real? We're in a first world country and there's literally people with no power living in a hut with goats.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
it's just so Italy. Everything is just disorganized, late. Everything's temperamental.
I love it, though.
I'm glad that you said that because I was going to say it. It's classic Italian.
It's classic Italian, but it's what brings it so much joy to the place and makes it so interesting and makes this race so interesting.
for the
Hey.
viewers, because the riding it would be so frustrating.
Oh yeah.
Nah, just go with it.
So, boys, sprinters.
Oh, I
Tell
was
us
gonna
about
say
the
that.
sprinters. We've got some
Mate.
good sprint stages.
Got some good sprint stages, but we don't have many sprinters. We've got your boy Sammy Bennett.
Yeah, Sammy
Nah.
B.
He won't even get up the hills.
You've got
Probably not.
Caden Groves.
I reckon Caden's
Yeah.
on for a few wins.
He does love it.
Finally graduated from the Vuelta and he's now into the Giro.
He's coming.
And what we've seen in the Vuelta has Caden has shown not only an incredible ability to get over a lot of climbs and repeatedly and still not lose form and lose a speed, but you know, one time at Lakeside he lapped me, and so you know, again, destined for greatness.
That's the second
I
yardstick.
can't believe you guys have left out Madsy.
So yeah, well we're still
Mads?
going, mate. You've got
He'll win.
Mads.
He'll win.
Man, like
He'll win.
You're picking. Yeah, it's hard to pick those other
Straight in
two
the fantasy team.
over Mads.
You've also got
haven't
Wout
Jumbo
there
Visma
to still be throwing down the Watts as well. Wow.
Mate, he can climb.
Isn't aren't
They've got Olav Koy.
Olav Koy.
Yep.
And
So-
Olav Koy with
So is this
again,
an old team list I'm looking at?
Olav Koy's in that list, brother.
Oh, there he is.
Just a spelling, mate.
yeah, and look, I remember, I think last year, I think it was, at the Tour of Britain, where they had the Wout van Aert leading out Olav Koy, very reminiscent of when Mathieu van der Poel
Yes.
was leading out Jasper Philipsen.
Drilling it.
Unstoppable.
Can't go
Just
past. Yeah.
unstoppable. And I think we're going to see a lot of that this time round, particularly not bringing a big GC. They'll be just stage hunting.
Is Wout doing the tour?
The Giro?
Tour as well.
I assume he'll probably go to
They
the
haven't announced any teams, have they?
They had him in their tour kit the other day marketing it, so I'd say it's a
assume he is.
fairly
You're
good
taking this
shout
for the sponsorship.
that he's going.
Here's one for you. 2010. Anyone know who won the points jersey?
2010.
See how good your memory is.
Got no idea.
Let me just check my
Mate, I was
memory.
8 years old then. I was 8 years old.
Johnny, you should know. I'll give you a tip. He's an Aussie.
Robbie McCune.
No. Cadell Evans. How the fuck does he win the points
How do you
jersey?
win the points jersey?
Well,
Again,
that's
'cause it's-
like,
is it the Giro? Sorry, Michele.
That's like Jay Vine winning the points jersey at Romandy the other day.
Yeah.
How's Jay Vine win the points
Just
jersey? And he
consistently
won
won.
it by a shitload. too.
Yeah, but to be fair, like Romandy is just climbs.
Yeah, yeah.
Climbs. Tour of the Alps would be exactly the same. You know, all of these really important tune-up races before you go to the Giro. I tell you what, though, at Romandy, we did see like that really horrible weather again. That's kind of dominated the spring, and where it is that it's pretty bad in some of the stages. Some of the snow hasn't melted
No.
on some of the big mountains, and that can really change
Agreed.
the spectre of the race. Like if you're looking at a third week in certain key climbs, and then they get cut, and you haven't made that time, which again is why someone gets up the road week 1, week 2, in that like amazing breakaway, builds a lot of bit
5
of time.
minutes or something.
Who knows who's going to be fighting?
Like
you know, for the win
Alaphilippe
at the
losing
end.
the yellow jersey to Benel back in the day. Quick one though. The Aussies are back.
Plappy's there.
Plappy is there.
Harper's there.
Harper's
in
there.
for top
Yep.
10.
Big Heppy is there as well.
Just to
Does Jayco ride for Plappy to be pink jersey for
First
stage
stage.
2?
yeah,
Great call.
That's a
Great call.
That's a very good call because
'Cause-
stage 1's perfect for Plappy, and
To get him to the finish at the front,
he
and
could.
then he's got the TT the next day. Being
Look
the
out.
pink jersey.
Jayco will be going hard for that.
That's
That's a
would
great
be
call.
huge
Kerr,
for
that's
them
the
as
best thing you
well.
ever said.
Well, it's not a genius call. This is what Jayco do though, because they love a TT Jayco.
Because how long could they hold it after that from
Oh, mate.
to 7?
Oh, probably.
Mate.
And mate, how
It's
much?
hard. It depends how much he wins by and who's behind him.
How
Like,
much would Plappy like get around the pink?
Oh,
yeah.
Could you
They
imagine?
would have the
wanna
pink
see
bike
that.
and everything ready for him,
Yeah,
to be honest. It's like when he wins Aussie Nats, mate. White bibs are there for the podium.
He was already ready. Yeah, you're right. They have. This is the kind of thing they've pulled. I think it was the 2014 Giro d'Italia TTT, and they went into the
That's true.
into the pink. And it was one of the first times we were really seeing big TTT performances, and certainly from them as a team. And they were like moving the pink jersey around the team.
Yeah.
It really
Like-
set them off a great trajectory.
Like stage 3, you do have a few, well, you have a Cat 4.
Mate, that's
At the
no,
start.
that's no
He's
stress
getting
for
a-
Plappy,
No,
mate.
and then you got a Cat 2 towards the
No
end.
problems.
Which is fine for Plappy. That's
I think
what I'm
that's
saying.
all right.
So even if he finishes in that top echelon at the stage 1 and then has a really good TT, he might sneak in at stage 3 if he doesn't get it on stage 2, I reckon.
And
with
the-
some of those TT riders going out
Like,
the back.
I think whoever wins that TT is wearing it
Till
until
stage 7.
Say 7.
Stage 6 at the early.
Yeah, but stage 7 they're losing.
Oh,
it.
100%.
Like,
Stage
stage 7's
gone.
a GC day
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, mate, if Plappy gets, he might get up one big mountain day, but
If he's in pink, for sure.
yeah, then he'll be in trouble.
If not, I think he's riding.
Fuck, that'd be sick if he does.
Wouldn't it?
Mate, Oz Cycling would be all for it. That's what I want to see on the socials every morning.
I
I
just
wake
don't
up and
know.
check it.
Yeah, I just don't know that stage 1's going to be selective enough.
No, it's
I
going to
think
be a
it's
roll.
bit of I think
Everyone's
it's a bit of a
rolling in.
breakaway day.
Nah, it's going to be everyone's rolling in together for that sprint. So you get your after the 3Ks, he'll stop riding. He'll go in the time slot with the front group.
It's downhill finish anyway.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Could be a breakaway day.
Oh, they'll definitely have a crack.
Yeah.
But Plappy's a good call for day 2.
Like, yeah, I just want to hear the Aussies are back. That's all I want to hear.
Oh, if he says that.
Oh,
If he says that, can you imagine
Shout
the
out
party?
to my mate
Yeah.
Kurt.
Oh, and Nick Schultz.
Yes.
So close at that Tour de France stage where he literally got rolled with just a couple of millimeters. Like Israel Premier Tech have come with a...
Mate, they've come with a
Yeah,
good
so Simon
squad.
Clark will be there with Nick.
Like Clark's-
but I would love to see Nick take a stage.
Yep.
A
Man,
great
I'm
rider.
pretty-
They got
pretty sure
Corbin
Clark's
Strong is
one
in
of the-
there as well. Again,
Good.
good guy, but I
yeah.
don't see him like standing up against the sprinters. But yeah, Nick and Simon, you never know for some of the breakaway days.
Yep.
Simon's an old head to have on your team. Second eldest to take to the start line.
How old is he?
He's 38 this year.
Just a pup.
Who's the oldest? Bardet.
Nah, some guy from Premier Tech as well.
Really?
How do you pronounce that?
Jakob Fulsang.
Full saying.
Yeah,
40
he's pretty
years
old.
Can
old.
sprint.
Yeah.
Can sprint.
Yeah, but 40 years old, mate.
What's your point?
I'd be tapping into my super by then.
Jeez, you don't know the rules, do you?
No, I don't, mate. That's why I'm.
Hey, don't buy a property in your super fund. Thanks, Albo.
Whoa, okay, let's get personal. Simon Clark, he is an old head, but he is someone that you want on your team to take you to the finish line. Like, how good was he at Aussie Nats? Just making sure Brady Gilmore got around,
Yep.
closed a few gaps. I didn't think he would finish it all, and he didn't, but that's what his team role is always to do. He's the team man. He's someone
Very
you want on
much
your
so.
team that will get the gap closed or take you to wherever you need to be. Yeah, who's winning Team GC? That's another hard question.
Now you're talking the big talk. I reckon that's UAE.
Yeah.
Probably
Too many
UAE,
strong guys.
yeah.
I think.
Because
I-
they got Adam Yates and Ayuso.
And Jay Vine.
And Jay Vine, yes.
So Crash Bin Jay Vine needs to stay on 2 wheels the whole tour,
Yep.
which I'd love to see. He hasn't had great luck with the crashes, and even started this year, he went down as well. Did he not?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been he's had an unfortunate run of luck, and I know. Look, at the start when he joined the Pro Tour after the Zwift Academy, there was a very unfortunate incident with the Shimano neutral surface car where he basically crashed into it himself, and then he had the specter of you can't ride in the Pro, you're not good enough, you shouldn't be here, and I don't think that was true, and I think he's really stepped up since then. He is a bit. He does crash a lot, but then again, so does Geraint Thomas.
So does
And-
Roglic.
And so,
Yeah,
Roglic is... Roglic, how many times has he crashed out whilst in the lead under no
Correct.
pressure?
Yeah.
Correct.
So, yeah,
Grand Tour
It's sometimes
Roglic's
it's fun
crash
to
week 3.
make fun of Jay Vine, but I really hope he keeps it up, keeps it together. I'd love to see him do well.
He's definitely getting a stage win for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He'll definitely be a stage win, especially if he is outside the top 10 come week 3, where it is very spicy. He'll be team man for the first 2 weeks, but
Super domestic.
I think as soon as he is given a little bit of time, like he's lost a bit of time to the top, if that is what happens, I see him getting up for a stage win straight away.
Hopefully up the Colle de Finestra. That's the gravel climb.
Oh,
The very famous Chris Froome gravel climb, but I reckon that's the one for Jay Vine.
you reckon?
Yeah, that's my call.
That's a big call, mate.
Just the idea of a gravel climb is just
Well, that's go track,
on road
mate.
bikes.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
race
mental.
mental. It's silly.
I have ridden it, and it's an amazing climb. So I think it's 14 Ks in total, and the first 7 Ks just kind of climbs up on the road, and it's absolutely beautiful. And then it goes into gravel, and now when we rode it, it was pretty deep gravel, and it was really hard on a road bike. But I think what they'll scrape it,
Yep.
they'll hard pack it, and it'll be a bit like going up the goat track here.
Yep.
I mean, like, I know, like, going up the backside of Nebo on the GO track when it's been repaved is a beautiful
it's
experience.
one
And
of the
I
best
think we're going to
climbs.
get some gorgeous pictures. I think we're going to see some good action up here. It's actually very picturesque up there.
Yeah, but
I'm getting Campbell's Pocket vibes.
Yeah.
QRTS a few years ago, where we went up Campbell's Pocket, chucked a right, and then rode the gravel section for 3 or 4 Ks. That's what I'm getting. Beautiful, mate.
Yeah. You don't look convinced, Jim Bob.
Oh, I just think like cycling's hard enough, man. Why do we have to like riding up a gravel hill is one thing, but like let's race bikes up it.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so you've just turned the difficulty from hard to godlike, and you're just like, like what are we doing here? Like we try to break these guys. It's hard enough, man.
You're at the Giro d'Italia. Welcome to Italy, mate.
Pony up. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on it, man.
Well, they're doing a Strade Bianchi stage as well on stage 9.
9, yes. Pretty much Strade Bianchi.
Yeah.
So Pidcock for the win there.
Yeah, Pidcock for the win there for sure.
Would be nice to see.
wow.
Would be nice, he can be a bit polarizing, but with the new team, new vigor, like the team are behind him, and they've even done well.
I think he's had a
good.
up and about.
Yeah, he's had a good Springs campaign.
Mate,
he's the right guy for it.
Pidcock's had a great start to the year, result-wise. I know he's done a couple of smaller races, but he's also done some big races.
Yeah.
Like he's got a few wins under his belt and a few podiums there for sure. But I'm more amazed that he's 58 kilos.
Oh, he's
Mate,
tiny.
there's nothing to him, mate.
He's 157 centimeters and 58 kilos.
That's ridiculous.
Nothing to them.
I eat
That's-
2 steaks,
Put
mate,
your
and I'm
leg on,
58 kilos.
Mate, you eat 2 steaks, you're 100 kilos.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm hoping to see a fan favourite, Taco Vander.
Taco van der Hoorn.
Is he lining up?
He's
Mr.
there.
Arrow.
I'm hoping he's going to get away and just sneak a little cheeky little off the front job.
Is that your Smokey for?
Just a stage win.
Yeah, will you put him in your fantasy team?
You got to have him in there.
Mate, he hasn't done a lot since he was riding off the front a couple of years ago. Hey,
I reckon he's going to be back. That's just being hopeful.
Because don't at the Giro they have that thing for the most miles sprint in the
In the
breakaway?
off the front.
Yeah.
Oh, I
too.
think they do have that. They have jerseys for the most random things.
Oh, totally.
You know, most pasta eaten across stages 4 through 7. Yeah, I don't know.
geez, that would be hotly contested.
And Hershey's going to be there. He's always
Mark Hershey there with Tudor Pro Cycling.
So
Yeah,
that's good for
That's
something.
where he came on the scene basically a couple of years back.
It was.
Yeah.
Where he had that unbelievable season where he was at, was it Giant back in the day or was it DSM? I'm pretty
It
sure
was,
it was,
before DSM.
yeah, Giant.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
Team
Giant
CC.
Sunweb, but,
yeah,
Sunweb.
Sunweb.
That's it.
Was it CC?
They weren't on Giants anymore. They'd switched to Cervelos.
Cervelos, yeah.
And again, this was back when you still could do puppy paws, and he very famously
Yeah,
had
I
like
remember
the
that.
massive like 1030 Garmin, and he'd had it quite heavily bolted to the front of his bike, and he would literally hold the Garmin like a set of TT bars and just boomed away. It was amazing to watch. And he did 2 stages like that. It was very cool.
So Hershey's, is he racing?
Yeah, he's there.
He's
is.
lining up.
Derek G's another
there.
person that'll be
Fan
there.
favourite.
Yeah.
Of the Canadian.
Ciccone.
Mate, there's so many people in this race that are
Ciccone.
Giulio Ciccone, probably the best Italian prospect coming out of Little Trek.
Yes.
Little Trek, team of the season for the classics. Riding absolutely superbly on a wave of confidence. I think they're going to go well. I like that. Giulio Ciccone.
It's going to be a sick race.
Have you seen the thing about him winning and throwing the glasses off?
Yep.
And, and getting the fine
and
for
then
it?
100% we're like,
Take
we'll
the
cop
fine.
that.
We'll take the fine.
We'll pay the fine
we will
for you.
pay the
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
That the amount of press they have gotten off that
Oh,
will
mate.
easily cover the
Brilliant.
fine.
You know, Little Trek have had 2 of the greatest finishing photos this year. One in the women's Tour Down Under at the Schwalbe Classic with that chick that won it for Little Trek there. She just posted up and folded her arms like a G.
I like that.
And then Ciccone throwing his bloody sunnies up. Was it
Yeah,
Ciccone?
the Sonny's
Yeah.
one is actually a beautiful photo. Yeah.
Two great photos. But I think the Giro in general is
Oh,
going
it's
to be
sick.
a great tour, and I'm really excited for the first week because it's anyone's week to end wearing the pink jersey. I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good they don't go up the hill too early.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here we go.
I thought we were just going to
performance.
do like maybe a quick shout out to the women's Vuelta that started.
Yes.
Again, because just
Was that
Little
Demi
Trek.
Vollering?
She's racing that.
Yeah,
chick,
Little Trek did a fabulous job in the TTT. But
I
Ellen
want to
Van
bring
Dijk
up
in the
stage 2.
jersey at the start. But stage 2, so pretty messy sprint finish. And who else but Voss the boss
Oh, mate.
comes out on top again. What a cyclist.
Powered
What
away.
a cyclist.
But
She's amazing.
that final 2-3 Ks, it was chaotic,
Well, yeah, it was technical. It was
wet,
Yeah.
and also teams were full sending the whole day because they knew they had to be at the front. So that final 3 Ks was fatigued. There was a crash,
Yeah.
with it just inside the 3 Ks, and then there was a crash on the final corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cat Ferguson,
And-
was it?
Oh, I'm not too sure, but just before the final corner, where the red paint
Yeah.
was on the ground, where the 30 sign, someone's
pretty well on the apex of the corner.
on the apex, someone's tire slipped
Yeah.
out.
It's so easy to do.
She somehow held it up, but Demi Vollering was behind as well. Saw it, fishtailed as well,
Yeah.
and somehow kept it up. Which I was just like, geez, like
Yeah. There's a reason they're pro bike riders.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
They can do
100%.
stuff like that.
Exactly. But how about the stuff up on the first stage with Team Movistar and the Triple T?
what about Visma as well?
Well, that was because of Movistar that all happened because Movistar rocked up late to the bike check,
Ricocheted.
and it was a ricochet effect, and the commissaires weren't like, all right, let's delay the start by a minute for the rest of the other teams so they can all get their bike checks done and all that. And it was just a ricochet for the next 4 or 5 teams after that, wasn't it? And it was just comical.
All I could say, if anything comical happens in cycling, it's generally because of Movistar. Because they have no idea what they're doing.
To be fair, though, any bike race you go to where they have to check TT bikes, there's always a hold up.
Faff.
There's
There is.
always a shit show.
It's pretty stressful, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter that your bike for 3 years has
was always
never had
passed.
a problem. Never had a problem. And
Now it
then-
does.
Now
The
it's got
jig
a,
of destiny.
it's got a problem by 2 mils. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Like
my
the jig of
God.
destiny like that.
There
But-
is something that we need to do something about that part of cycling because it sucks. It is the worst part of cycling, getting your TT bike through a bike check.
It's part of the excitement.
I
though.
don't think it is, man. I think it's one of those
heart rate-
things
your
that-
heart
It's not
rate-
very fucking exciting.
No, you
Goes to a threshold straight away, doesn't
No,
it?
it's like you test the limits. Like sometimes I'll put a washer under something and see if it passes.
And
Oh my God.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
I hope you get picked up every time now.
mate, I don't like the stress of having to go back and have a recheck done because it's just too tight. With the 15-minute window, it's just too hard.
You got a bit of PTSD from last year, didn't you, mate?
Oh, mate, don't get me started.
Well,
But shout out to the comms who do a great job
Yeah,
bike
yeah,
checking
they do.
everybody
Yeah, that's not-
losing their shit with Allen Keys trying to move things around and get
To be
them into
fair,
position.
it's not their fault. They're
No,
just carrying
following
out
the
the,
rules.
Yeah.
the rules, man. They don't like it either.
No.
Speaking of bikes, Kurt, yours is no longer clapped out, mate.
Oh,
it's not, mate. I put the new dynamic Super 7 set, which is the ultimate bike care set, to the test.
To the test. Thanks to Freebie Shopping Cart.
Ole, ole, ole. Go catch Freebie Shopping Cart.
It's back.
It is back, mate, and I've got to thank you for.
Don't thank me, mate. Thank our good friends at Bikebug, mate.
Well, thank you, Bikebug. Because, mate, that was a lifesaver. My bike had been ridden through wet mud. It had not gone up the goat track, but it had gone over the airport goat track. Do we know that goat track?
It's sandy out there, mate.
Oh, mate, it's horrible. Near that new dump or whatever it is.
Oh, mate. There was a lot of sand through this bike. It was clapped. There was an inch of mud on that.
And the fact you hadn't done anything for about 3 years on it in terms of maintenance.
Nah,
so
nothing. I actually put a new chain on a couple months ago, last year.
that's because you twisted
Did you put it on or did Zach Larson put it on?
Zach Larson put it on for me, and I think Sean waxed it once.
Well, you don't have to worry anymore because you've got some special lube, haven't you?
Mate.
So what was clapped is now unclapped. How'd you do it, Kurt?
Well, I use Dynamic Super 7 set. It's a 7-in-1 ultimate bike care set, which is also used by Alpecin and Bora. So we're not mucking around
here.
We're not mucking around at all.
We're using the best stuff. We made a video about it, and it's going up. It's going up on YouTube today, pretty well. And the most surprising thing to me was the chain cleaner.
The Biofilth Fighter.
No,
The chain cleaner, the drivetrain.
the drivetrain detox, mate.
That's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Now, the biofilth cleaner, cheapers creepers. So
He gave that
I think,
a
yeah,
work.
biofilth fighter. It says it's big boy cleaner. I think it does. I don't know. It's supposed to last you 2 or 3 years. Cardo, you've gone through half a bottle, so I don't know if you were cleaning the bike,
No, it was
cleaning
filth.
yourself. What
It
were you
was
doing?
filth.
But I mean, like that's
showering.
impressive.
There's 500 mils in that bottle, and it's now at 200, I reckon.
Easy.
Just under halfway.
That's it. Well, I guess you saved because you haven't washed your bike for 3 years.
Cheaper than buying a new bike, mate.
Yeah.
That was your other alternative.
It predicts it's got 7 to 10 cleaning sessions in it.
There you go.
Nice.
So now I can use just a tiny
now,
bit
now.
and get my 10 cleans out of it.
Well, one of the best quotes to come out of the bike wash was, I can see the scratches now.
Oh,
Yeah.
How
yeah.
good.
And they really shone when you put the protective wax on it.
Mate, that protective wax is something else. It felt like new bike day.
And
Smelled
it smelled good too.
smelled good.
Oh, I love a good
Yeah.
smell, eh?
And it looked
Small things that
looked
matter.
so good though. Like the shine, just with the sun hitting it as well. The red really glossed for once.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
and then you whacked it with the slick wax on the chain.
Slick wax, mate. And I'm gonna put that to the test tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what you reckon of it.
Because, mate, I do like a wax chain, but I hate waxing it.
Well, now you've got it.
Do you
now
wax it, do you?
So now, well, I hate driving to Sean's house to wax my chain. That Sean does for me. But now I can just stay at home, put a few drops on,
You got your it's all purpose, that one.
spin the bike or spin the chain, and
And
I'm
now
all
you've
good.
got it nice and clean. Once you've used a slick, there's a special new one called the Ultra 2, which is their high performance lube, which aka race day maybe.
Oh, race day.
Race day.
That is
And-
for the comeback.
That's for the comeback.
Wow.
Now we're talking.
I was thinking the My Whoosh teams.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Kurto's going to make it.
Or,
We're still thinking about that, are we?
or Bayloop Bash, mate. For me.
Bailey Bash, but that's apparently 800 Ks between reapplications.
Really?
So what do? Do you put the wax on first
No.
and then put the Ultra Performance?
No, I think you'd strip it with the drivetrain
strip it
detox
first.
And then hit
and
it.
then put the Ultra 2 on.
Just you've got a special race coming up or something like that, and you want you want that extra bit of performance. Hit it with the Ultra 2.
But I can tell you that was so easy to clean my bike.
The cleaning experience was good.
It was a very good experience. It saves me ever watching a GCM video again. You know how they make about 8 different cleaning videos
Yeah.
every 2 years on
Yep.
how to clean it in 5 minutes, how to clean it in 30 minutes,
Yeah, ours is how
do
to
you clean
clean
it?
it
6.
under 10 minutes.
under 10 minutes,
Yeah.
using the dynamic care package, mate.
Well,
And
I'm
then-
glad you enjoyed that, Kurt.
Well, I've got to thank Bikebug and also the freebie shopping cart. And Amber can come now take some deductions off me. She doesn't need to take it off you, mate.
Well, I do feel like this is all for you.
So we're going to circle back in a week or two and check in and see how your bike's been performing while it's had the dynamic products on it.
Correct, mate. That sounds good to me because, mate, if Bora and Alpecin are using it,
it's good enough for you.
it's good enough for me.
Ole, 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 go catch freebie shopping cart.
So it'll be good to see you make a comeback eventually, Curto.
Maybe, mate. Maybe.
Come back to racing, hey? But I know who's real good at racing
Pops.
because he podiumed on the weekend. Poppy Freebs.
Yeah, thanks very much.
I'm loving that nickname, hey?
He's not.
Who do I have to
He's
talk
getting a
to
few
about
more
this?
greys coming out now, mate.
No, I have my hair cut especially short for that, Kurt, so you can't see him. But no, we did race Lakeside on the weekend. It was cool. They were up there they doubled the prize money.
Oh.
McCarthy Holmes came out and went bananas. So Nico, Baker, who else was there?
So they could buy lunch and dinner this
We
week.
were like, boys, we're going to stitch up this podium as much as we possibly can so we can have some beer and Skittles money afterwards.
Well, I heard Baker got $80 for the preem.
They got 40.
Oh, he got 40.
He got 40
40 for the preem. That's
Yep.
pretty good.
Mo
Yep.
should take some notes.
And I got 60 for third, which is not bad.
That's
I think the
great.
winner got 120. So young Liam. Yeah, it was a good day out. It was a pretty good field, actually. It was about 30 guys out
Yeah,
there.
nice. How'd the race go?
Yeah, it was funny. Like Baker got up the road with
Yep.
Nick Blade and someone else. I can't remember who it was now, and they sort of stayed out there till the preem. And then after that, we kind of stayed together for about half hour into the hour, and then Ollie Stedding decided to light it up just after we brought the preem back together.
Ollie loves Lakeside, mate. He lives and breathes it. I think he dreams about it every week.
Well, it's normal loop, obviously clockwise, and then
Yep.
he decided to light it up off after the main straight on that first pinch. Mate, I clawed my way, tried to get over to them, and thankfully Benny Moriarty decided to jump on my wheel, and I waved him through. He pulled a turn as we got close to the base of the second climb, and then I was like, Benny, we've got to go here, mate, otherwise we're never going to catch these two boys. So I gave it to as much as I had, and managed to just get across like on the descent at 190 beats. Thank you very much.
Oh, on the limit.
So I was bouncing off of it. And anyway, the three of us went for a bit, but then some other guys came across. Ended up being about 5 of us or 6 of us in the break.
Did Moriarty get across?
Nah, Moriarty just didn't quite get
So
there.
you've made him do a burner for you, basically.
What a team play. He's a Harcourt's worker.
He knows what side his bread is buttered on.
He's just sucking up to the boss.
We don't talk about work here, mate.
Yeah. So we got the break stayed away for a bit, and then with about 7 or 8 minutes to go, Ollie's gone again, same
Oh,
spot,
geez.
and I'm like, mate, everyone's looked at each other and going, fuck, how are we gonna hang on to this? So we all got working, and Nick Bladen was sort of hanging off the back for a little while. He decided on the last lap that he was going to drag us across to Ollie. So, mate, to Nick's credit, he just like put his head down and went to work. And about half a lap later, we caught Ollie. So,
Wow.
and he's just peeled off like the top team man.
Yeah,
award.
right.
So yeah, then it was a bit of a 3 or 4 men up sprint, and everyone was pretty rude at that stage. So
Yep.
there wasn't any big watts thrown down. But
You
yeah,
kick over 1,000?
not quite, because I was winding up and buddy Liam decided to cut me off, so I had to slam the brakes on. But anyway, that's racing.
Sean Moran teaching you how to sprint.
Mate, that sounds like a sprint I can win.
You could have won that. I thought I was going to win. Anyway, that was good. It was a good day though. You know, kicked on and did some extras as well. But I think there was also Muzz on.
Yeah, Muzz was on the Cache clean sweep. Haven't seen that before.
Featuring Cookie.
Featuring Cookie on the grass. Cookie loves a bit of grass.
Yeah, that Mo.
Papa Mo,
Puffamo.
Papamo.
Yeah.
The cookie Mo, you mean?
the Cookie Mo. He's a papa too though. He's older than me.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's looking good though. So are you, Freebs.
Thanks, pal.
Freeb's looking sharp, mate.
Yeah.
Look how tight that shirt is.
Mate, I'm surprised he hasn't popped a button yet.
Well, he's popped the top one. But, mate, Cookie's
least on the bottom one,
in
mate.
some good form. I saw him at coffee the other day after my little ride, and
Yep.
he was telling me he's on a bit of a shred. What's he going to do? Is he going to get on the top step this week?
What's on this
Well,
week?
we've got the Muzz Winter Classic.
Is it winter yet?
Well, they're calling it the Winter Classic.
Well,
Too early.
and
In Muzz's defence, mate, Shaddy's been wearing the long johns. So apparently it is winter now.
and
It's not even winter, man. It's still May.
I know.
Hot.
and
It
there's
is still hot.
going to be prize money for all grades.
Oh,
So get
Jeez.
around it.
Back to where it used to be.
Yep.
Mate, there's some prizemen in the hill too this week, the backside.
Is there?
Oh, mate, there's been some serious times thrown down.
Mate, the hammer.
The hammer.
Oh, the hammer. Oh, my goodness. This time. Unreal.
Mate, he was strong at Tour de Brisbane to do a 649 up the backside this week, 486 watts.
Mate,
That is freaking impressive.
That is some power. I'll tell you one thing. He is in some form because he stole my Mondo com
Boom.
off me.
He's just com hunting at the
And-
moment.
That's awesome.
He's been
I love
eyeing that one off for a
I
while.
love that.
So's Philly Clark. And I know Phil listens, so...
Well, mate, James,
So do you need a 10-minute burner from me, mate, to get you a?
Mate, the beauty is, so I got that com solo, and I checked to make sure Hammer got it solo too. And
Did he?
did. He did. So
Yeah, he's an honest rider.
he's an honest rider. Got me by 14 seconds.
good effort. Good effort.
You know,
Bit
like
in there.
over a
Solid.
50-minute effort, that's not much.
No, it's not much at all.
I think it was
That's-
50. I
But mate,
can't,
like,
can't remember.
There's a few traffic lights or no?
Nah, it's pretty
No,
good.
you can't
It's
have one.
pretty good.
486 watts. That's about what Moriarty did. It's about what Cookie threw down as well.
Yes.
But
He's
James
gone.
James at 649. That's like
A minute faster.
Yeah.
Like, that's some
That's
serious. Like, he
incredible.
must be about 72 kilos.
Mate, he's pretty tall too, eh?
He's a big boy.
Who's this guy in second place?
The Rhodesian.
No power and nose breathing for a 709.
Mate, that's not his first time on our top three. I remember...
709 is...
Do we actually know who he is?
No, I got no idea.
A 154 beat per minute average.
Doesn't sound right for 709.
No,
So, but if he's
doesn't.
got no power, his heart rate monitor is probably F as
Yeah.
well.
Sounds like a case
Doesn't have
of
power nowadays. I mean, jeepers, you do like tell
They hide it, mate. They hide it. They hide it.
Philly Clark. He got a PB.
7-11.
Yeah.
7:11. What a great time that is. I would never change my time after that.
At
And
4-2.
it's
422, 181 BPM. Like
Yeah.
Really bouncing off
Having
the
a-
limiter.
having a
That's
crack.
great effort.
Ambos were at the top for sure.
Yeah, that's peeling over.
Are we giving a shout out to Bakes? Alex Baker.
Now
Yeah.
that's the Mo man.
Because that's some serious facial hair up there.
659, I hear.
659, and that was when was that? That was the
about a
day
week after.
before Tour de Brisbane.
Yeah, it was. Well,
No.
I think he's gone off to the gravel nuts.
Yes, that's right.
He's actually off for another race.
Yeah, he's going down
Tour
to
of Tassie?
Devil's Cardigan,
So-
which is going to be a brutal old gravel race. For
Hopefully
him.
he doesn't take a wrong turn either.
But he did a
Did you hear about
659.
that?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
hopefully he doesn't take a wrong turn
Well,
this week.
Devil's is a bit better organised, I think, than
Well, you'd hope so.
Gravel Nats.
You'd hope so.
Yeah. But in the females, we had Charlie Edwick. She scored herself a PB, 925, 279 wattage.
Ooh,
Yeah, full gas. That's a full gas effort.
Full-
that is full gas.
And our good old friend Lauren Hogan, formerly Biglands, congratulations.
Yeah. Big
She-
congrats there.
She was the second fastest female with the 1014, 172 watties.
Zone 3, Zone 4 there.
Yeah,
About that.
176 beats per minute, and always in the top three. Anna Haddon, 1019. Thanks for coming.
Just punching it out.
Yep.
193 watts, just cruising.
Yep.
158 beats, mate.
Nose
That's
breathing.
That's a active Rico ride for me nowadays.
There's plenty
Exactly.
happening up in the mountain, wasn't there?
Absolutely. So I reckon eventually I'll be able to do a full backside soon, maybe in a couple of weeks. Once I do a few more intervals.
Or a Mondo effort, mate.
He's back into it, mate. He's back into it.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
back
see it in
on
his
it.
eyes.
I'm excited. The duathlon's got me excited, brother.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So who knows? I've got to get the running sorted though.
Hooroo.
All right, chaps.
Well, that was fun. Thanks, Johnny.
Well, actually, before we park it up, we're going to set up a fantasy league for the Giro.
Yes.
So look, I'll put the link in our Instagram bio, and it will be all on there. And we're dropping the video for Curto's bike wash. So if you want to know how to wash a bike,
What products you need?
and what products you need, go watch Curto do his.
Thing.
But yeah, it's a pleasure to join us again, Johnny.
Thanks so much for having me. Really enjoy. I love talking about the Giro at the best of times. So to do it with you boys is even better. Sorry for the listeners. I have to listen to it.
Two gin tonics.
I love it.
Two vodkas.
It's good value.
And
All right, we'll see you next week.
Thanks
eh?
very much.
Hooroo.
Very much.
500 watts, please.